What's up everybody, it's Charlie. Welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you've been here before. As you can tell by the title, today I'm going to be telling you all about my job as a personnelist in the Air Force. A lot of you guys have been asking about my job when I asked who wanted to hear about different jobs in the Air Force. I was really surprised to hear so many people wanting to know about personnel because it's known for being the easiest and most boring job in the Air Force. I'm not even gonna lie to you. The thing about it is, the people who say it's boring, they're not into this kind of thing. Personally, I wanted a more low-key job because my civilian job is very stressful. I'm a full-time college student. I'm currently pursuing 2 degrees right now, and I'm double majoring in one of them, so it's basically 3 degrees. So I knew when I was joining the Air Force, I wanted a customer service-based job. I wanted a job that I wasn't gonna be on my feet, and I actually, surprisingly, because if you know me, you know that my dream is to be like a nurse practitioner or maybe even become a doctor of nursing practice. I actually didn't want a medical job, and I wanted a short tech school. So those are the things that I was looking for in a job, and I ended up making I think it was a 66 on my ASVAB, and for this job, you have to have like low 40s. So I knew I was gonna be able to get the job that I wanted, and here's everything I'm going to tell you in this video. So throughout this video, I'm gonna tell you what is personnel, I'm gonna tell you about the tech school, the different sections of personnel, where you can be stationed, and job requirements, like what you need on your ASVAB and MEPS and stuff like that. So let's get into the video. First off, I want to say personnel is a part of your MPS. It is a very customer service based job. It is an administration job. So on the ASVAB, you need to focus on your administration score because that's the only one that matters. Personnelists are divided up into different sections. Where you're going to be placed actually depends on your supervisor and the needs of your specific base. The different sections of personnel are customer service, force management, career development, CSS, PERSCO, and IPR. PERSCO and IPR are different. They're not like main sections, but I will get into those. So the first one is the one that I'm in, which is customer service, and is the exact one that I wanted. I'm gonna read this description of it, and then I'm just gonna tell you my personal experience on it. Okay, here's what it says online about what customer service does. Responsible for SGLI updates, gaining inbound members, adding family members to DEERs, and making identification cards. Okay, so this is pretty much all that I do, except I have 1 or 2 more jobs that I do additionally. So we do gain the inbound members. Or if someone who is prior military service, if they're just coming from a different base or coming from a different, if they're coming from a different branch, we bring them in. And me personally, if you saw my last drill vlog, I had one, it had to be 2 months ago because last month we did drill from our house because COVID. But I personally give a MPS, I personally give the newcomers brief to everybody who comes new to our base, which means I have to stand in front of all these people and read slides and say, welcome to our base, here's the rules, and I'm doing it for like 6 hours. So death by PowerPoint, me, I did that, I'm sorry. But yeah, that's a part of our job. We give those briefings to everyone who comes in once a month and just say, welcome to my base, and we do that. We also make cards, we make ID cards. That's the main thing people think of when they think of personnel, but we do more things than that. Personally, like I said, I love just sitting at the desk making the cards. I study in between customers. I like doing that. We do SGLI updates, which is just your service member group life insurance. If that's not right, I'll put it right here because I could definitely be wrong. But either way, it's your life insurance. We also do VRED, which is something that you have to have in before you deploy, like this is what I want to happen to my body if I were to become dead. If I go missing, making sure you have a will and testament if you need it. This is the people I want you to notify. Stuff like that. You have to have your VRED updated every year just in case something terrible happens. Adding family members to DEERs. Something else we do is, well, usually people who have dependents, their dependents get ID'd too if they're above a certain age. So we just bring them in, we make sure their family's allowed to get on base, we give them IDs if they need it, we put their information in DEERs and MilPDS, which just means that they're in the system as a dependent under you as the service member. The next section I'm going to get into is force management. Force management is responsible for decorations, EPR, OPR updates, UIFs, TDY updates, duty status, special duty assignment pay. Whew. Okay, the force management person that I know, when I was training under her, we really went over awards and decks. When you say, hey, I'm responsible, hey, I looked, I'm eligible for this award, we'll contact your first sergeant, your commander, and they'll be like, hey, this person is getting this award. We actually create the award, they'll print it off and everything. We'll put it in the system. This person is due for this award. They earned this decoration. Also, so sorry for the lighting. The weather is pretty crazy outside. EPRs, that's just your, basically in a civilian job when you have like your boss rate you on how you're doing, just like if you're doing poor, satisfactory, above average, stuff like that. That's just something that you have to get after you get a certain rank. And it obviously looks good. It obviously looks good in your personnel file if you have good EPRs. They also deal with TDYs, duty status, stuff like that. When you leave and when you come back, you have to go to force management, because force management will give you your out processing checklist. It's just like this paper, and it tells you all the people you have to go to, get this signed off before you leave. And when you come back, you turn it back. You get checked in saying, hey, we're responsible for you again. You're one of our troops again. They went over to wherever your assignment was, they came back safely, and we are responsible for this person once again. Career development. Career development deals with assignments, retirements, separation, re-enlistments, and promotion. Retirements, you send your retirement package, your separation package, your re-enlistment, and your promotions all go to career development. Pretty much the name is pretty self-explanatory. Anything to do with your career and going further in your career goes through career development. Like I said, for these other ones, like other than customer service, I don't deal with these too much because I sit in a customer service role. So it's easier for me to talk about customer service on a personal level. IPR isn't inside of the MPS. They usually sit in a different building from us, but they are a part of personnel. IPR stands for Installation Personnel Readiness. If you've ever been deployed, if you're watching this, you probably haven't, but if you're getting ready to deploy, your base puts on a deployment line. You need to talk to the chaplain, you need to talk to legal, you need to talk to Airman and Family Readiness, you need to make sure your ID card is still good. You need to pretty much just making sure there's all this big central room where you can't leave. They'll circle you around the building and put you right onto the bus to like go to the airport to like leave. Basically make sure nobody runs away, but make sure everyone has all their paperwork in order, make sure everybody knows all the safety. Sorry, my camera was dying, so if it looks a little different, my bad. What was I talking about? IPR? So basically, long story short, IPR is in charge of deployments on your base. CSS is a part of the MPS. It's basically when you directly support the commander. They work directly with them. Also on UTA weekends, I know that, I keep saying sorry. I do know that Reserve CSS is responsible for when we sign in and sign out. I don't know if that's what everybody does, but that's how it works on my base. And the last thing I want to talk about is PERSCO. PERSCO is actually not a day-to-day, month-to-month, week-to-week job. It is your job when you get deployed as a personnelist. So when you get deployed as a personnelist, you work as a part of the PERSCO team. Mostly. I don't want to say that's 100%, but for the most part, yes. And your job when you're a personnelist, when you get deployed, is usually accountability. Just making sure everybody's where they need to be, making sure nobody runs away, making sure nobody's AWOL missing. Another thing that goes with that is, along with like a commander and maybe a captain, there's also a personnelist that goes along with those important people when they go notifying people of a deceased, missing person. Like if someone were to die, and you know, like when you see in the movies when somebody dies and somebody comes holding the folded up flag to give to their family, there's also a part of PERSCO. There's a PERSCO member who's there during that initial notification. Job requirements. This is obviously a very important thing if you're going to BMT soon and you want this job, or if you're going to MEP soon and you're hoping this will be on your list. Here's the things that you need. First off, with your ASVAB, you need a administration score of 41. So your ASVAB is broken down into your I think 4 different categories. One of those categories is administration, so you need your administration score specifically to be above a 41. You need to be able to speak and read English clearly. You need to be able to type at a minimum of 25 words per minute on a computer, and you must be between the ages of 17 and 39. Tech school. Our tech school for personnelists is at Keesler Air Force Base in Biloxi, Mississippi. The tech school in general was pretty fun, I'm not gonna lie to you. It was a good time. I had a great time at tech school, but that's not what this video is about. If you want to see a video about tech school and tech school specifically at Keesler, I will make that video for you. Also, if you know this is your job and you're just getting more information on it, I do have a dorm tour for my room at Keesler, and it will be up in the cards. You should see a pop-up. Click on that link and watch that video if you want to see where you're going to be living. So the length of the tech school is 26 learning days. This obviously doesn't count weekends and it doesn't count holidays. I was unfortunate enough to be there for longer than I usually would have to be because I had 2 major holidays. When I got there, it was, I think, the week of Thanksgiving. That's why I picked personnel, because I wanted a short tech school so I can get back to nursing school. And I was there for Christmas break, which Christmas goes along with New Year's, and it was just, I was there longer than I should have had to be there just because of all these holidays. But that's not what this video is. Of course, like I said, if you want to see a video all about tech school, I'll let you know fun things to do at that tech school. Last thing I want to talk, well, the last 2 things I want to talk about. I'm going to talk about deployments really quick. People, okay, on a scale of 1 to 3, don't get deployed a lot. I would say personnel is right dab in the middle. But then again, like I said, I'm a reservist, but this isn't just going by me as a reservist, it's going by active duty or whatever. It's pretty moderate because there's some jobs who don't deploy and there's some that deploy like constantly. We're right in the middle, I would say. The last thing I want to talk about, which is something that's very good for you guys who want to know, is base choices. There needs to be personnelists at every single Air Force base or every single military installation in the world that obviously belong to the United States. So the lighting changed, I'm almost done. Get it together. Okay. So any base needs personnel. Obviously that depends on if they are in need of a person to fill that slot right now. Like if they're not hiring, you can't just go there. But every single base has a MPS. Every base needs personnel. So the opportunities are like unlimited on where you can go. So there's gonna be lots and lots and lots of different places. This lighting is terrible. I'm so sorry, you guys, but we're at the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that this was at least a little helpful. Let me know if there's any other videos that you guys want to see. Make sure you give this a like, comment, subscribe. Hit me up in my Instagram DMs. Tell me what you guys want to see because I love making Air Force videos. And unfortunately, I can tell that I'm winding down on Air Force videos. There's not that many to make. So many of you guys who are my core subscribers have already went through BMT right now. But yeah. Let me know if you want me to interview anybody for any other jobs. Using Zoom right now, that makes it a lot easier, honestly, to do a video interview. Let me know if you guys are interested in me doing an interview with someone who went through BMT during this whole COVID stuff, because I do know quite a few people who did that, and I'm going to be reaching out to you guys. If you are interested in being in a video and you did go through BMT during COVID, let me know, because I know so many of you guys did who watch my channel. And yeah, thank you guys, bye.